Hey everyone, welcome to the channel and welcome to a very exciting video. I have with me here a unopened play booster box of the brand new Magic the Gathering set, Secrets of Strixhaven. At the time of recording this video, I just got done attending my local game store's pre-release event and it was a ton of fun. This set is actually really fun to draft, and now we have over 30 boosters to open here to highlight some of the amazing new cards in the set and some of the new set mechanics as well. Also, if you stick around to the very end of the video, we have a collector booster that could contain one of the serialized Emeritus of Ideation cards, and I'm so excited to open this up. For those who are new to the channel, I know this is different from what we normally post. I recently got into Magic the Gathering about 7 months ago, and in that time, give me a second. And in that short amount of time, I have become obsessed. I've been playing Commander with my friends almost every week. And I have been buying a lot of Magic product, but I have not been this excited for a set in Magic all year. I'm really excited. Strixhaven in 2021 was one of the first sets I actually ever played with, and so especially after tonight's pre-release event, which went pretty well, I'm really excited to see what we get tonight here in this video. So if you guys do enjoy this, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Magic the Gathering content, but let's go ahead and get into it. Leave a like and let me know in the comment some feedback. This is the first video that I've made like this before, and so I think the game plan, oh my gosh, look at them. I love the artwork. I think the game plan, so that this video is not 2 hours long, is that I'm going to leave every card we open on screen long enough for those who want to pause the video, read about the new cards, or see anything that catches your eye. But we're mostly going to be focusing on the rares, mythics, and the special mystical archive cards that come in the set as well. So let's go ahead, and if you guys don't mind, drop me a like on this video. Comments down below if you guys went to your pre-release, what college campus you guys chose. Are you Witherbloom? I personally was Silver Quill. And let's get into it with pack number 1 here. Here we go. And I'm so excited. All right, we've got our spirit token here. Up first, Melancholic Poet, Rapier Wit. And again, I'm gonna just try to leave these commons and uncommons on screen long enough for anyone who might want to pause the video to read more about the cards. But we're gonna, call out a few of the ones that I recognize or that I'm excited about, and then mostly focus on what we pull for the rares and mythics. Divergent Equation. Ooh, all right. We got a mythic on the first pack of the video. This is crazy. Okay, so this is the new Mathemagics card. This is the one everyone is freaking out about because it makes you do math. And us Commander players, especially, we love math, right, guys? But this card's actually crazy. You can pay 8 mana, draw 8 cards, so on and so forth, and it's exponential. So Mythic on the first pack is great, and then we have Pick Your Poison from the Mystical Archive. Look how good that artwork looks. I love the 3 different faces on there too. Oh my gosh. And then we have our uncommon in the foil slot, land, and our Inkling token. It's actually funny, someone at our local event was trying to go around and collect the unique Inkling tokens, and unfortunately I wasn't able to help them out. I didn't get any. So all right, pack number 1 done. Only 29 more to go. Here we go. Starting off with a banger though, Mathemagics. I do love a good Simic deck, so I'm excited for that. All right, Wild Hypothesis, Ascendant Dust Speaker, Procrastinate. Ooh, nice. Studious First Year. This one's really cool. So this is rampant growth, but on a creature body. And in case you guys don't know how the new prepared mechanic works, basically creatures can have their own signature spells that once they become prepared, they can actually cast, obviously following normal timing restrictions like sorcery and instant speed. Mind Roots, Dual Tactics. Here we go. Campus Composer. That's got Aqueous Aria on there as the sorcery. And our rare is Arc of Hunger. I'm actually really excited about this card here. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, this artifact deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. Mill a card. You may play that card this turn. This definitely has to go in the new Quintorius precon. This is like such a good engine for that. Fill your graveyard, play the cards, make it leave, drain the table. Huge rare. And our Mystical Archive is Requisition Raid. Staple, just white sorcery. Love the artwork on this one though. Got like the Vikings like coming in through the wall. Very cool. And then we just have our common and land. I really do like the full arts on these lands. They're really pretty. I like how they've got like the different mages down there. But all right, Pack number 2, not too bad. Guys, this is going to be a longer video. I'm going to do my best to kind of edit it down for those of you guys who might just be watching this in the background. I want to say thank you guys for supporting. Love Magic the Gathering, but I think the thing I love more than even the cards or playing it is the community. It's been so fun to get out to meet, you know, strangers and share this passion with others and make friends as a result of it. So really excited to be making this video today and hopefully getting to do some more of that and meet some of you guys online. All right, Olna Alley Shopkeep, Visionaries Dance. Ooh, look at the artwork on that. That's not even foil. I looked through the camera. It looked all shiny. One of the Archaics, which are a cool creature type specific to this this area of Magic, I'm pretty sure. Growth Curve. All right, we got Aziza. This is such a cool rare, guys. I've been thinking about building this as a commander, actually. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may tap 3 untapped creatures you control. If you do, copy that spell and choose new targets for the copy. So basically, token deck, right? I don't think you'd have to put very many creatures in this deck at all because you would just cast lots of instants and sorceries that make bodies and then use those bodies to make even more bodies. Could get kind of crazy pretty quick. We have another rare in this pack, Exhibition Tidecaller. It's one of the new Opus. So Opus is a mechanic from the set where if you spend 5 or more mana, you get a better bonus. So this says whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, target player mills 3 cards. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, the player mills 10 instead. Oh my gosh, I have a buddy who plays a mill deck that this is going to be disgusting in. Oh, nice. Then we got Monstrous Rage as our Mystical Archive card slot. Beautiful. Very cool card. And an uncommon in the foil land token. Beautiful. So far, guys, I am loving it. I am putting our rares and our special, not special guest sheet, sorry, our Mystical Archive in a pile off to the side because I am going to probably sleeve those up and add them to a binder later on. Got a new pest token here. The new pests are pretty cool. Gain life on attack versus them just dying, which is, you know, kind of an interesting take. I think it's going to be really good in the new Dina precon as well. Speaking of pests, send in the pest. Honor-bound page. Textbook tabulator. It says the new increment mechanic. So when you cast a spell, if the mana is greater than the creature's power or toughness, you put a 1/1 counter on it. So it's very similar to the evolve mechanic. However, it cares more about the mana value of the spells that you're casting. Noxious Newt. Dude, look at this cute little guy. Oh, I love him. Page Loose Leaf is an interesting card. I was looking at that one earlier. Zamone's Experiment. Ooh, we got Kirill, history buff. So very similar, red-white, to the Kirill from Lorwyn. This one cares about cards leaving the graveyard, and then has a sorcery called Pack-a-Punch on it. Pretty interesting card. This one actually I think would be a really fun red mono red commander, sorry. It's basically copying spells by sacrificing artifacts. So red is really good at treasures, and I think it could be a lot of fun. We got a mythic. Oh, okay. Withering Curse, second mythic of the box so far. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn, but if you've gained life, destroy all creatures instead. Do we have a 3 mana board wipe in Magic that I can think of? I know we have like Damn, I think it's 4 mana. Wrath of Gods, 4 mana. That's pretty crazy. Even, I guess, Toxic Deluge, but you have to pay life, right? So if you're in a life gain drain type of deck, that's pretty awesome. All right, we have a rare for our Mystical Archive. We've got Pyretic Ritual. Very cool. Part of the 3 cards, you know, Pyretic Ritual, Seething Song. Basically spend some mana, get some more mana. But beautiful artwork and our first rare on the archive as well, which I feel like is a pretty lucky pull. And then we got the Sloth. He's cool too. Guys, listen, let's give some love and attention to the Sloth. He deserves it. All right. Rares, archives, next pack. Do you guys have a conspiracy about which color pack has the best cards in it? Let me know in the comments if you do. I personally think it's purple. Barog Bane Maker. It's another frog. Lots of frogs in this set. Landscape Painter. This one's pretty sick. It's a merfolk. Enters prepared, and then for 5 mana, draw 2 cards. Strife Scholar. Efflorescence. There we go. Spirit Mascot. Had a guy smash my face in with one of these tonight at the pre-release. Pretty good card. Paradox Surveyor. This guy's sick. I love a good Rhino in my Magic the Gathering cards. What's this one? Lumeret's Favor. All right, we got Flashback, another rare here for you guys. Target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback till end of turn. Flashback cost is equal to its mana cost. Really, really good in red, white, sealed decks or draft if you're going the graveyard route. I do think it could be useful in the precon as well. And then another rare, we got Geometer's Arthropod. It's a fractal crab. Oh man, crab's getting more support makes me really happy. When are we getting to the crab deck? All right, he's pretty cool too. And then Shared Roots. It's actually the second copy of Shared Roots that I've opened. Not in this video, but just in general. And it's basically just rampant growth. So not bad, not bad. All right. Keep it moving along. Hopefully you guys are having a good time hanging out here with me. I'm having a lot of fun. Really excited to get into that collector booster all the way at the end of the video. Like I said, don't go skipping ahead. You know, the anticipation, let it build. That's half the reason that we open these packs, right? It's not even for the cards. It's just for the thrill of it. Quick study. Goblin Glass, right? Oh, it's got Craft with Pride. Interesting. Shopkeeper's Bane, Potioner's Trove, Inkling Mascot. Nice. Might have to build a standard deck around the white-black archetype. I did go Silver Quill for pre-release, and this little guy was pretty great. Did some card filtering, some evasion. Homesickness. I've not seen this. Target player draws 2 cards, tap up to 2 target creatures, put a stun counter on each of them. Oh, that's brutal. And it's going to give you your Opus triggers as well because it's a 6 mana spell. Molten Note. That card is crazy. Oh, here we go. I heard you like big spells. Well, how about Zephi and the Tempest, another rare from Secrets of Strixhaven. Once during each of your turns, you may cast an instant and sorcery spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. Crazy, but it is 7 mana. So, oh, and back-to-back rares. We got the Hardened Academic, Bird Cleric, Flying Haste. Discard a card, gains lifelink. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Just seems really good for what the red-white colors are trying to do in this set. And then our Mystical Archive is a new one for me. Duty Beyond Death. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a creature. Creatures you control get indestructible. Ooh. And put a counter on each creature you control? Okay, that's kind of nasty. I see ya. All right. Well, can't complain, guys. I mean, I'm loving these double rares and an archive. For those who don't know, who maybe haven't opened any of these packs yet, you are guaranteed a Mystical Archive card in each pack. There are 65 different cards, not counting the Japanese art variants, which are only available in collector booster packs or Japanese play boosters. And they have rarity. So there's, you know, common, uncommon, mythic, and rare. So, you know, you can get some of the really good ones, or maybe just a bunch of the duplicate ones, and that's fine. So far, we've had a lot of unique ones, which is good. All right, we've got Tenured Concoctor, Cost of Brilliance, nice card. Owlin Historian, Procrastinate. Lots of Procrastinate so far from the packs that I have opened. Mage Tower Referee is interesting. Multicolored spells put counters on it. Ooh, Cuboid Colony. Wait, what? Look at the art on this. They fly around in a cube? What? I don't really understand what's going on here, but one of the new increment spells. Aaron, Deathbloom Botanist. Practice Scrollsmith. Here we go. Practice Offense. I do have a copy of this card. It's pretty neat. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature target player controls. Target creature gains your choice of Double Strike or Lifelink until end of turn. And most notably here, Flashback for 2 mana. Less mana than it costs to cast initially. Kind of wild. And then we got a mythic. Oh, we got one of the Elder Dragons. Hopefully we have all of them by the time we're done here today. But Quandrix the Proof. Now I will say, of the 5 Elder Dragons in this set, this is one of the 2 that I really was considering building. Number 1 is Silver Quill, because I think Casualty is a really fun mechanic. I like Aristocrats decks, but this one gives all of your instant and sorcery spells that you cast from your hand Cascade. So we're talking big spells into big spells. You're also in Simic colors, so 1/1 counters, green ramp, all the beautiful things. And at the end of the day, this is a 6 mana 6/6 with flying and trample and also Cascade. So he can help to get the Cascade Storm brewing. Pretty nasty, but awesome to see a mythic here. And then Deduce is our Mystical Archive. So there you have it. Wow. Oh, and then a foil Terramorphic Expanse. Seems ridiculous that I got more excited about that than the, you know, the Elder Dragon, but that's kind of neat. You don't see that all the time. Let's keep it going. More mythics for me, please. But let me know in the comments. I am very curious which of the Elder Dragons you guys are going to be building, which ones you're the most excited for. They're all crazy. every single one of them. All right, we've got Mindful Biomancer. Again, he's back. Seeing some of these. Again, just trying to go slow enough to where you guys could pause if you really wanted to without highlighting every single card. This card, however, does need a highlight. Target creature becomes prepared, target creature becomes unprepared, and that's on enter. So this thing is a good way to cheat out some of the better prepared creatures if they don't have a way to re-prepare themselves, or disrupt your opponent's game plans with their prepared creatures. I did not open one for pre-release, but I think it'd be pretty good. All right, so we got Tam, Observant Sequencer. The funny thing about this card is it's basically just slightly worse Tatiova. Basically, it's 1 mana less, but its prepared spell is draw a card and gain 1 life, and that happens on landfall. Tatiova is a 5 mana creature, that landfall does the same thing. It's, you know, but it would probably go in a Tatiova deck. All right. Oh, nice. Okay, our first rare is Pox Plague. Each player loses half their life and discards half the cards in their hand, sacrifices half the permanents they control of their choice, round down each time. It's basically, I haven't quite figured out this card. Very hard to cast because it's 5 black mana. And then everyone, including yourself, has this happen. This just puts the game on a clock. Or maybe you're a life gain deck, so like you can bounce back. I really don't know. But anyway, ooh, nice, guys. I love Merfolk. The professor is my idol. I love him. But I also really love Merfolk, and this Merfolk is crazy. It's got Brainstorm attached to it, and all you got to do is tap creatures to prepare it. Pretty cool. And then our Mystical Archive. Ooh, Zombify. I actually love Zombify as a card. Graveyard decks were some of the first decks that I played in Magic, and being able to recur them out of the graveyard with a card that looks as good as this is going to be a lot of fun. Pretty happy with those cards right there. Let's keep it going. Someone at home that's keeping track, hopefully we're, you know, getting through this at a reasonable pace. I mean, I'm definitely wanting to sit here and enjoy this opening, but I know you guys have things to do as well, so I'm not going to take all day here. That being said, you clicked on the video, you saw the length of it. Oh, yes. Okay, Bogwater Lumerette is crazy. I genuinely think that Golgari Witherbloom is probably one of the stronger pre-release kits that you can go with, just for the sheer fact that gaining life in a 20 life format goes so hard, and that this is basically Essence Warden in Golgari. I don't know. It's a great card, and it's a frog, and I love that. Okay. Silver Quill Charm. Nice. Use that a lot tonight, and we got a mythic. Which one's it going to be? Oh, it's a Paradigm card. Oh, nice. Okay. Return target non-land permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Paradigm is a new mechanic to Secrets of Strixhaven that means that when you cast this, as it resolves, you exile it, and then you can cast a copy of it once each turn at the beginning of your main phase without paying its mana cost. So basically, you successfully resolve this. It is 7 mana, but then you get to do this once every turn for free. It's kind of crazy, and I'm really excited to see what kinds of decks these go into. Nice little mythic there for us. We also got Hop to it. Look at the art on this card. Create 3 1/1 White Rabbit creature tokens. Genuinely might go good with some of these commanders from this set. And then, oh, foil Bogwater. He's back. He's better. Oh, man. I love that. I love that. Okay. Anyway, those were our cards from that pack. I think out of all the legendary creatures in the set, aside from the Elder Dragons, one of the cards I'm most excited for is Bleck, which hopefully we get to open one tonight, because I've been considering building that deck. But here's another Landscape Painter. A Tackle Artist. Okay. Standard Concoctor. Cost of Brilliance. Howland Historian. Ooh, Elemental Mascot. I don't think I had this one yet. Has Opus. Once again, we talked about what Opus does. Cool Tactics. Nice. Orisa. She's a sick legendary merfolk. And then our rare, Maelstrom Artisan. This was actually the promo card in my pre-release kit tonight. I like a good land destruction card, especially with how crazy some of the lands in Magic can be. Another rare. Oh, what are the odds? You can't make this up. That's crazy. I was just talking about Bleck as we went to open this pack, and then we got the Field Notes version of him. Guys, I'm so happy right now, dude. Look at him. He's just a little guy. All right, well, this is a sign from the universe. This is going to be the commander deck that I have to build outside of the precons, because I just can't even make that up. That's so crazy. All right, I got a copy of Stargaze here. It's a fun little mystical archive card here. Look at a bunch of cards, put half of them in your hand, the rest in your graveyard, and then wow, what are the odds of that? Guys, listen, can we get a like on the video for that? I mean, it couldn't have been scripted any better than how it just went down. Absolutely unbelievable. All right, well, it, like, the thing is too, it could have just been the regular black, but it was the Field Notes black. Oh yeah, I'm excited to build that deck. All right, run behind. Got to keep it moving. As excited as I am, there's more cards to open. We got that collector booster pack at the end. Ooh, Terrafractal. That's funny. I like that. Impractical Joke. Fractal Tender. Isn't there a commander that's pretty popular that does fractals? Oh, another Zephyr in the Tempest. All right, well, my mom's going to be happy to see that, because me and her usually tend to exchange our duplicates. But that being said, Spellslinger is kind of one of the harder archetypes in Magic, I feel like, as a somewhat newer player. Ooh, nice. And Molten Core Maestro. This card gets big real fast. I had a guy use this in one of my matchups tonight at pre-release. And basically, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you put a counter on it. And then if 5 or more mana was spent to cast, you add red mana equal to this creature's power. So it gets bigger with all your instants and sorceries. And then once you get your big instants and sorceries out there, they are basically free. Nice. Culling the Weak is a sick card. 1 black mana instant. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a creature, add 4 black mana. Nice. Like Dark Ritual with extra steps. But, you know, that card's really good too. So, all right. Not bad. Not bad. I probably should have like counted out what the halfway point would have been, but I just see a huge stack of booster packs, so I'm having a good time. Hopefully you guys are as well. Let's not procrastinate any further on this pack opening. Alice Lorecaster, Oracle's Restoration, Send in the Pest. Oh, this card was really good, man. In a 1v1 format, this is brutal. Target opponent reveals their hand. You just have all knowledge of what's in it, especially if you cast this turn 3, turn 4. Make them get rid of something, and then put 2 counters on one of your creatures. Insane. Embrace the Paradox. Spirit Call Enthusiast. Oh, here we go. Look, another thing for the Black deck that I'm going to be making. Also, trademark, Black deck. That's mine. I came up with it. You can't use that. It's for me. Menace, whenever it attacks, you gain 1 life. That's pretty sick. That's definitely going to go in, and it's a pest, so it's perfect. Fractalized, Thornfist Striker. We got a rare. Ooh, wow. Okay, so we got Zephyr in the Tempest, and now we have Resonating Loot. This is a crazy Is-It artifact here. Lands you control have add 2 mana of any one color. Spend it to cast instant and sorcery spells. Pretty nice. But then you can draw a card if you have 7 or more cards in your hand. You're in blue. It's going to happen from time to time. This is a really nice rare to be picking up. And then we have another Pick Your Poison here from the Mystical Archive. Oh, and then a rare in the wild card slot, and it's a tutor. Sorry if the camera goes out of focus, guys. I'm just so excited. Search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand or graveyard, then shuffle at instant speed. That's so good. And the added little thing that you can put it into your graveyard if you have like sitting on a reanimation spell of any kind, just cheat them into the battlefield. Man, oh man, that is going to be a sick card. 2 rares and a Mystical Archive. I don't know. I mean, you guys let me know in the comments. I have opened quite a few packs in Magic the Gathering since starting to play with the Spider-Man set. Was my first set of Magic, believe it or not. And I feel like I've got some good luck. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm doing this for you guys. Maybe you guys are the good luck and I'm tapping into it from, you know, through the screen. All right, we got Quick Study. Goblin Glasswright. Shopkeeper's Bane. Pull from the Grave. Little recursion spell. Rehearsed Debater is kind of sick, especially if you go white-black at your pre-release. Definitely would recommend it. Another Inkling Mascot. Definitely have enough for a standard deck at this point. Snooping Page. Could say the same for that as well. All right, here we go. Our rare is... Oh, okay. Consolator's Duelist. This card's pretty cool. Basically, it's like a blink for your creatures with powerful ETBs. It does drain you of 1 life when it enters, but but you get to draw a card, you know, and everyone loses a life. So kind of neat. And then nice, another Requisition Raid. I'm excited to be able to share some of these duplicate archive cards with friends. And then even more of the duplicates, I'm actually thinking would be really cool if I could get every copy of the archive and frame it someday on a wall. These artworks are so good. Even the original Strixhaven Mystical Archive done in the same art would be really fun. That being said, Costs like $1 million. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, share with a friend. Every like equals one more pack, right, guys? Or something I can tell my wife to convince her to let me continue to play this game that I love. All right, I'm gonna keep opening here. Terrafractal, love that. Additive Evolution's a new one for me. Interesting. Okay, that looks pretty sick. Basically, when this enters, you make a fractal, put 3 counters on it, and then you can put a counter on target creature you control, giving it vigilance till end of turn. This would go crazy in any kind of, you know, counter deck, hardened scales, doubling season. I'm sure you guys see the lines here. Ooh, Prismari Charm. Nice. This is my only copy of Prismari Charm so far. Quill Blade. All right. And another Prismari card, Color Storm Stallion. This was the one that was highlighted a lot and showcased online. I think it highlights Opus really well. This is also a 3-mana 3/3 with haste and ward 1. Talk about power creep. But whenever you cast an instant short spell, it gets 1/1 till end of turn. If 5 or more mana was spent, you make a copy of this creature. Yes, please. Scoot Swarm, but for Spellslinger. So that's our rare. We got 2 Mystical Archives here. Knockout Maneuver. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control, then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. Very nice. And then another Shared Roots, but this time in the foil, in the wild card slot. Never going to complain about that. Love to see it. I think we're at about the halfway point on these booster packs. If you guys are in it for the long haul, make sure you guys drink some water, take a stretch break, and come back on and sit down with us as we wrap up this box again. Don't forget, stick around to the end of the video. We're going to be opening 1 collector booster pack, and if it has a serialized card in it, I'm pretty sure I may just fall over on camera and be unconscious and be in need of medical support. Here we go. Muse's Encouragement, Strife Scholar, Efflorescence. I learned how to say that one recently. Terrafractal, Emil Vaslin's Roamer. Creatures you control with 1/1 counters on them have trample. Generally pretty good effect in counter decks. Here we go. Seething Song on a creature. Pretty interesting. Excited to see what that one ends up doing in some of the decks I see soon at the local game stores. All right, our rare for the pack. Oh, Tragedy Feaster. Trample with ward, discard a card at the beginning of your end step, sacrifice a permanent unless you gained life this turn. This card seems pretty nasty. 4 mana for a 7/6 with trample and ward, but you do have to sacrifice a permanent unless you gain life. I don't know, seems really good. And then, hey, look at that, 4th copy of Stargaze. Hey, but you know what? It's a cool card. You know, black kind of struggles with card advantage sometimes unless you have like Bolas of Citadel, Gwenum, any of those ones where you pay life to draw cards. And I've never gotten to use that card yet in a game, so we'll see. Here we go. Got a green pack. You know what that means. Green money for expensive pulls. Here we go. Cost of Brilliance. Interjection. Ooh, Deluge Virtuoso. I haven't seen this one yet. When it enters, tap target creature and opponent controls, put a stun counter on it, and its opus is 1/1 till end of turn. If 5 or more mana was spent, gets 2/2 until end of turn. Just seems pretty generically good. Oracle's Restoration. Grapple with Death. This is basically, what's that 3 mana sorcery that destroys the target artifact or creature, and that's all it does? You guys know the one I'm thinking of. I can't remember the name of it, but this one basically is that, but you also gain a life, so just strictly better. Another Mage Tower Referee, Borrowed Knowledge. And let's see what our rare and or mythic is going to be for this pack. We got Nita. She is pretty neat. Forum Consolator. A lot of hubbub on the internet about this card here. I think people are a little underwhelmed, but I think she might have a bright future ahead of her. I don't know. I'm really excited. Basically, steal spells, add counters on creatures. It's going to be pretty cool, but it is at sorcery speed, so you're going to have to get creative with it. That being said, Return the Favor coming in hot. This card is really nice. Red, kind of redirection spells. Not quite a counter spell, but you know, we got counter spell at home kind of thing. We got McDonald's money at home. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Guys, it's late. It's almost midnight where I'm at. Here we go. All right, a Johnny's Response, a removal spell, better against tapped creatures. Essence Scatter, which I thought was pretty crazy that Essence Scatter's in the main set here. Unsubtle Mockery, Glorious Decay. Sorry, I'm probably going a little bit quick for those of you at home who are, you know, pausing on some of these cards to read what they do. I know I was definitely someone who went and studied the Scryfall before my pre-release. Yes. Oh, this is one of the cards I'm like so excited for. It's like not crazy, guys. Listen, it's just the same thing as some of the best white removal in the game of Magic the Gathering, right? So if you haven't seen this yet, a road is Path to Exile and Swords to Plowshares. Just another iteration on it. I do think it is slightly worse because it is destroy target creature or planeswalker. They get to do the same effect where they find a basic, but obviously Exile is a little bit better. Things that are indestructible can't be targeted by this, so but still, you're gonna put this in every white deck probably ever of all time, just like you do with Path to Exile and Swords to Plowshares. So, and then we've got Bitter Triumph. Look at the artwork on that bad boy. Really cool card. And that is it for that pack. Listen to me, I sound greedy. Oh, that's it? What you mean I don't get 4 mythics in my one booster pack? Come on. Come on, guys. If you had 4 mythics in every booster pack, then every booster pack wouldn't feel great, right? Masterful Flourish. We got Owlin Historian, Banishing Betrayal. Seeing a lot of like unique cards. I don't know if it's just because I've been focused on talking or if I haven't been paying attention, but I feel like we're doing pretty okay from a duplicate standpoint. This guy's pretty sick. A little bit of ramp and can crew it to become a creature. It's also a flyer. Root Manipulation. Primary Research. This enchantment, I do want to highlight this actually. When it enters, you return a non-land permanent card with mana value 3 from your graveyard to the battlefield, by the way. And at the beginning of your end step, if a card left your graveyard, draw a card. So it is 5 mana. It's a little bit pricier than I thought it was. I had this played against me tonight. But 5 mana, bring something back for 3 mana, which is really good. And then be able to draw at your end step as well, guaranteed. Plus the potential to do it more on future turns. I don't know. It just seems pretty good to me. And our rare is Together as One. Second copy of this one. It's using the new Converge mechanic. If you haven't seen this, this cares about the number of colors of mana you use to cast the spell. And in this particular case, target player draws X cards, deals X damage to any target, and you gain X life. So, pretty cool. 6 mana though. And another copy of Stock Up here. I actually don't know if we opened the copy of Stock Up on this video. I think I did it beforehand, so now I have another one. But obviously, just a really good blue spell here. And then Inkling Mascot is our foil. I love to see it. All right, guys, we are down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 packs left to go. All right, so next up we've got Pull from the Grave, Rehearsed Debater, Spellbook Seeker. I feel like that's a new one. Careful Study is its sorcery. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Not a bad little looter. Wild Hypothesis. Allian's Confidence. Ooh, Flow State. That's a lot of text on a Magic card. I'm going to have you guys pause that and explain it to me in the comments what that one does. And our rared is the Wild Growth Archaic. So one of the Archaics that's actually in a color, it's in green. And it enters with counters on it for each color you spend to cast it. Interesting. And it kind of gives that effect to all your other creature spells. So could be pretty cool. Disdainful Stroke is a great card. Counter target spell with mana value 4 or greater. One of those conditional counter spells that blue has so many of. And then some more lands. But again, guys, please do let me know. I'm very curious. I'm obviously not the most seasoned Magic the Gathering player, but I have spent a lot of time every day since getting into Magic, just kind of learning and, playing Magic Arena, talking to friends, brewing decks. Gosh, I love to brew decks. It's like what I spend so much of my time doing these days, honestly. Ooh, another Bog Water. And if you guys are ever curious about some of those decks, I'd love to make more videos about Magic the Gathering. This is originally a gaming channel here on YouTube, but as of late, this has kind of been my new passion, and I think there's some overlap there, right? So either way, if you guys are new or if you've been here before and you guys are enjoying this kind of thing, let me know. I'd love to do more of it, and would love to do, deck tech videos. Nice! Stirring Hope Singer is one of the cards I was hoping I was going to get in my pre-release kit tonight. It is a rare Flying Lifelink 1/3, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, you put a 1/1 on each creature you control. This card is 3 mana to cast. You could cast this turn 2, potentially. This thing is just kind of nasty. I don't know. I really like it, but happy to have gotten one here. And then Repel Calamity is really nice. I've not been able to use this card before in Magic, so excited that it is reprinted here in Secrets of Strixhaven. Say that 5 times fast. Bet you can't. Because I can't. Here we go. Ooh, Adventurous Eater. I love that the sorcery on this card is Have a Bite. I just think that's really funny. Nice. Elite Interceptor, Chase Inspiration. Oh, there's a giraffe? Huh? It's got reach. Oh, dude. Wizards really knows what they're doing, man. All right, Grapple with Death. Another legendary artifact creature. And by that, I mean Page Loose Leaf. We looked at this earlier in the video. Okay, and show me the money. Vicious Rivalry. This kind of is a crazy card, and I haven't really been able to wrap my mind around it here. So as an additional cost, you pay life, destroy all artifacts and creatures with mana value X or less. So kind of like Toxic Deluge, but can also hit artifacts. I don't know, seems pretty good. And then we got Spell Pierce. Oh, I love Spell Pierce. It's obviously kind of more, I personally feel like, efficient in Standard than it is in Commander, but it is so good. Anyway, foil Full Art Forest there is pretty nice to highlight. Sorry, I haven't really been highlighting much of the tokens or lands. You guys know what it is with this set. I think that the coolest lands in the set are in the Commander product. The Octo lands, as the internet has coined them. Seems like really good to have a fetch land that pretty much is always going to come in untapped. Noxious Newt, our good buddy, he's back. Witherbloom Charm. Ooh, Spectacular Sky Whale. I don't have this card yet. Gotta love the whale creature type in Magic. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery, it gets +3/+0. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, it gets 3 +1/+1 counters. Whoa! That is a definite upgrade and good demonstration of why Opus can be crazy if you're casting big spells. All right, nice. Our rare's Grave Researcher. This is a creature with Reanimate on it. Huh? And how does he become prepared, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. At the beginning of your upkeep, Surveil 1, if there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, it becomes prepared. So this thing can just become prepared every upkeep, and you can cast Reanimate every turn. Now, obviously, you're going to take some life with that, but it is crazy how good that is. And not to mention, you can have 2 copies of Reanimate in your deck now. This one, obviously, needs a little work, but nice. And then we got a rare in our Mystical Archive slot. We got Reprieve. Just taking a nap, dude. That's going to be me in like 30 minutes when we're done recording this video. I don't know. The adrenaline is coursing through me right now. I've really been looking forward to opening up this booster box. All right, we are nearing the end here, guys, and getting closer to that ever exciting collector booster. I've only ever opened a couple collector booster packs ever in general. I opened 1 with Spider-Man, and I opened 3 with Lorwyn Eclipsed. So I'm not going into it with any, crazy high expectations, but we do have some cool chances to get some cool cards in foil, alternate arts. Do want to call out this land really quick. Sky Coach Waypoint. It taps for colorless, but for 3 you can tap and a target creature becomes prepared. So really good way to ensure that your prepared creatures that maybe can't prepare themselves innately have a way of becoming prepared and reusable other than having to blink them. Nice. Okay. And then we got Shattered Sanctum as our rare for the pack. This is one of the lands that comes in tapped unless you have 2 or more other lands. I think they're called slow lands. And really cool to see this cycle continued on here in Secrets of Strixhaven. We got Giant Growth. Love the art on this. Look, it's like the old school cartoons where they become monstrous. Classic green card as well. And a rare in our wild card slot. We got the Practiced Offense again. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature target player controls. Target creature gains your choice of double strike or lifelink until end of turn. Pretty darn good. Oh, look at that island. I love it so much. They did a great job with the artwork on the set. That being said, I'm pretty easy to please. I know there's, always this eternal debate online over Universes Beyond and in-universe Magic sets. I will say, as much as I love things like Ninja Turtles and Spider-Man, Magic has a charm to it that I sadly am very new to. But I do love the world of Magic and learning the lore, and I even ordered a book about Strixhaven soon, or that'll come in soon rather, that I'll be able to read and learn more about the world. And I think that that's something that's really cool for people who are more into that side of it, who don't just like TCG games and are competitive, but the actual lore to Magic itself is so vibrant and in depth. And so that being said, a little bit of concerned that we're getting 7 sets a year. As much as I love getting new cards, keeping up with this game is becoming difficult. I would imagine for a lot of people, just because of how frequently these sets are releasing. And then you talk about secret lair drops and you know, product issues and whatever. We're not going to get into that debate on this video. However, I would love to open that conversation to you all, just because the more that you guys talk about it, the more that I learn. Still such a, you know, a newbie to the Magic the Gathering zone. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Lorehold Charm, pretty sick. Lots of different things that this one can do. I do like the Charm series. They seem just generically really good. Stress Stream is cool. Deals 5 damage to one target creature. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one into your hand other than the bottom. So card advantage on your removal spell, right? Why didn't they think of that sooner? Rare is going to be Steal the Show. Choose one or both. Target player discards any number of cards, then draws that many cards. Steal the Show deals damage equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard to target creature or planeswalker. So in a spell slinging deck, I'd imagine that's quite a few. But nice little rare there. And then we got Bulk Up. Love the art on this card. Absolutely gorgeous. Love that. Double target creature's power till end of turn. And then we've got our foil and our lands. I think that these booster packs have the tapped lands in them predominantly. And I don't know if that's just for the draft environment or what. But it was definitely handy tonight at the pre-release to have some dual lands to work with. Getting close to the end here, y'all. I think we've got about 5 packs left. Really hoping to get some more of the Elder Dragons. If you'd like to give me an Elder Dragon pack, that'd be really cool. Ooh, Splatter Technique is awesome. Another whale. Choose one, draw 4 cards, or Splatter Technique deals 4 damage to each creature and Planeswalker. Not necessarily a board wipe, but you know, if you're maybe a Spellslinger deck, you maybe just don't care about what happens to your creatures as much. Either way, pretty cool to see. And we got a Burst Lightning to top it off. Love the art on the Burst Lightning. I guess if I do any kind of like red standard deck, I get 4 of these. That'd be pretty cool to put them in there. And then a foil Snooping Page. 5 more regular packs to go. And then 1 collector booster. If we open a serialized card, I would almost feel a little undeserving, you know? As much as I love Magic the Gathering, as much as I have invested heavily financially into the hobby and feel like I'm contributing to the community with videos like this and attendance in my local game store and, you know, just how much fun I'm having with it, I do feel like there are people out there who are deserving of greatness, who have been in the game for a lot longer than I am. That being said, we just got a special guest sheet, folks. I think that there's like the odds of pulling these is like 1 in 55 packs. There's only 10 special guest sheets in the entirety of Secrets of Strixhaven, is my understanding. We got Murmuring Mystic, a human wizard, a 1/5. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 bluebird illusion creature token with flying. That's awesome. Oh, anytime you can get a special guest sheet, it feels really good. Really happy to see that. Feel very lucky and fortunate. And that is a mythic. So add that to the mythic counter. Hopefully y'all are keeping track because I am not. All right, here we go. Ooh, okay, so Deathcap Glade. Very similar to the other land that we got in our rare slot. And a mythic. Oh my gosh, what is it? Winds of Abandon. Okay, I'm not familiar with this card. 2 mana, sorcery. Exile target creature you don't control. For each creature exiled this way, its controller searches their library for a basic land card. Those players put those cards on the battlefield tapped. So it's kind of like Path to Exile, right? But you can overload it for 6 mana, and it's each creature that you don't control. So one-sided board wipe. 6 mana. Pretty darn awesome. And a mythic in our Mystical Archive slot, which I think is the first one of the video. Let's keep that rolling. So we already got Bleck, who was the #1 card I was hoping to get. I'm going to build that deck, but I'm also really hoping that we get a Silver Quill, the Disputant. That is the other commander that I'd like to build from the set. I think Casualty is a cool mechanic. I like Aristocrats decks. So let's see. We got another Resonating Loot. I'm telling you what, man, that is going to be such a good card for those Is It Spellslinger decks. And a Royal Treatment. Oh, this is nice. This is kind of like Snakeskin Veil. Give something hexproof, and then it gets +1/+1 and Ward. 1 mana green instant that is protection. We will take that any day of the week, let me tell you. Been playing so many blue decks lately, not just like mono blue, but like decks that have blue. And let me tell you, the counter spells and the availability to have interaction in those decks is something that I've taken for granted for so long that now when I play anything that's like green, mono red, black and white, I'm just like, man, what do I do? They're just having their way with my board and I can't do anything about it. Anyway, it's not great. But that spell right there can help out with that. Oh, nice. Okay. Lumen Exchange Student is pretty sick. They're definitely going to go in my Black deck because they have Pest Friend as a sorcery, which makes you a pest token that can also help you to gain life, which makes all your pests get bigger. Pretty sick. Not going to lie. Very excited for the Lumen. And then, oh, nice. We got Abigail as well. So we're kind of seeing the continuation of these characters from Lorwyn. Abigail and Lewin were both obviously in that set as well, too. This one, I know people are a little underwhelmed with just because their sorcery has put a counter on one creature. That being said, really good probably in pre-release or draft. And if you're playing a creatures deck, you know, they just keep re-preparing themselves, which is nice. But our rare is Ambitious Augmenter. I think we've gotten one of those this video. Ooh, Sleight of Hand. What's this card do? Look at the top two cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and one on the bottom of your library. That's, you know, that's pretty good, I would say. Kind of like Opt a little bit. You actually get to see two cards, though. Is this better than Opt? Opt is instant speed, I believe, though. Okay, all right. Well, you know what? Happy to have it. Like I said, I'm not really actually going to try to buy and find every copy of the Mystical Archive, but if somehow by fate I got every card in the Mystical Archive, I'd be a pretty happy camper. All right, Ancestral Anger. We're down to the last two packs. Seriously? That's crazy. This has gone by so quick. I'm grateful to have had this opportunity. For those who don't know, I was able to use some of the magic cards that I've already accumulated to help fund this video. That being said, if you guys have enjoyed this ride with me so far, please do leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, send this video to your friends. Let me know in the comments what kind of magic videos you guys would like to see in the future, what packs you guys are opening, what cards you guys are hitting, because all those things will help to continue this momentum here on the channel and my ability, oh nice, Quandrix Charm, to do more stuff like this in the future. And if you guys aren't having a fun time, then I don't know, man. I don't know. Stand up for yourself. That's what I'm going to do right now. Listen, this channel's great. This video's awesome. You love it. Okay, rare. Postmortem Professor. Creature can't block. It's a 2/2. Whenever it attacks, each opponent loses one life and you gain one. Exile instant sorcery from your graveyard. Return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. Got Locust Spray. Nice little 1 mana. Target creature gets -1/1, but you can cycle it. A little bit more versatile. And then we are down to the very last pack. Comment down below right now. No cheating. What card? What's going to be the banger in this pack? You guys let me know right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see if you're right. See if you're right. Let's see. I'm gonna have like every copy of the comments and uncommons, which is pretty funny. Side note, I do actually have some more booster packs coming. Got a bundle on its way. Those were obviously delayed, but excited for the spin down and the promo card out of that. So that'll be 9 more, and I've got even more boosters than that on the way too. So if you guys would like a follow-up or part 2, see if we hit anything else crazy, let me know, because I'm down to do this again. We got the normal version of black. See, I actually really like the art on this one too. I'm definitely going to use the field notes version just because I feel like it's fancy, but this is just a little guy, and the flavor text is great. Despite Blex's passing, which if you guys don't know, Blex, it's a card from before. Witherbloom students still continue the tradition of a yearly search in his honor. His son, however, took little effort to find. So this is actually Blex's son. Little lore tidbit. We talked about that earlier. But the rare into another rare, Sky Coach Conductor, Flash Flying and Vigilance, enters prepared, and then at instant speed, you can exile a non-pilot creature you control and return it to the battlefield. So going to be good in blink decks. They only put the pilot stipulation so you can't blink the actual conductor. And then another copy of Return the Favor here. That was it. Ladies and gentlemen, people out there everywhere who have watched us open this booster box of Magic cards. This is our stack of rares, mythics, and mystical archive cards. I feel like we did pretty well. There was lots of cards that I was hoping that we would hit that we did not hit. However, we have one pack left, and it is this beautiful collector booster here. Let's just get into it. I'm really like nervous and excited, and I forgot collector boosters are like hard to open. So let me fumble with this for a second. All right. Oh yeah, even the tokens are foil in this. That's crazy. It's only like my 5th ever collector pack, so you know, let's here's hoping it goes crazy. We're gonna get 1 card from the Commander product in this little stack of cards as well too. Dig site inventory in the foil, obviously. Send it in the pest. This is gonna go in my black deck and it's foil, so pretty excited about that. Textbook tabulator, tackle artist, Abigail in the foil. I don't think I'm gonna build her as a commander or anything like that, but she is sick. Growth curve, leech collector. I didn't really look at the art of this before. I actually like the art on this a lot. Oh, I forgot that we got the Japanese cards in the collector booster pack. Wow. Okay, this is Return the Favor though. I'm almost certain because look, I have this Return the Favor right next to it and it's got the +1 modes in it. So super sick artwork on this. I forgot I was going to get a Japanese card by doing this. All right. And then, oh, let's go, dude. Someone at the pre-release event actually opened up a foil Feed the Swarm earlier and I was so jealous of it. And now I have my own. Just such a good black card in general, but the artwork on this is so sick. All right, then we got our lands. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Here we go, our first rare. Suspend Aggression. That is a new one for me. Exile target non-land permanent and the top card of your library. For each of those cards, its owner may play it until the end of their next turn. Pretty cool. A little blink package, perhaps. All right, here we go. This is going to be the commander card now. SOC. Oh, okay. Rib Truss Roaster. We got the extended art. This actually might be good in a black deck, but it's got Devour 1. Pretty sure that means you can like eat a land when he comes in. And then at the beginning of your end step, create a number of 1/1 black and green pest creature tokens equal to the number of 1/1 counters on this creature. They have when this token dies, you gain life. So, oh, you know what it is? I think it's for every land you sacrifice, it gets a +1/+1 counter. So then once he's in during your end step, you make a bunch of these tokens. Yeah, it might be all right. All right, we got a mythic. Wait, Emeritus of Abundance. This is part of the Emeritus cycle, and it's the extended art. Oh, this is so sick. Okay, I heard that these are really good. Let's read it. It's a elf druid with it's a 3/4 for 3 mana with vigilance. Enters prepared. And when it attacks, if you control 8 or more lands, it becomes prepared again. And it's got regrowth. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. So a little bit of built-in recursion there. But that's so sick that we actually got one of the Emeritus cards, and it's a mythic. Oh, we got another mythic. Which one did we get? Oh my gosh. We got Force of Will in foil from the Mystical Archive. One of like the best counter spells in all of Magic. Guys, if that wasn't reason enough to stick around to the end of this video, I don't know what to tell you. That is such a good hit from the collector pack. You may pay 1 life and exile a blue card from your hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Counter target spell. Mono blue, Demir, whatever you want, whatever flavor of the month. Force of Will, what a crazy pull. And we still got one more to go. We have a rare Comforting Counsel. Oh, this is the one I was thinking of earlier. Whenever you gain life, put a growth counter on this enchantment. If you have 5 or more growth counters, creatures you control get +3/+3. And you know, if you've got Hardened Scales, I think that would do stuff with the counters, or Doubling Season. I don't know. Either way, those might be specific to 1/1 counters. Doubling Season would probably do it though. Seems like a pretty good enchantment. And then we have our Inkling, or our Elemental Squid here, our foil token, which is pretty cool too. So I guess our biggest hit probably is going to be this Force of Will in foil. But guys, that is going to do it. What a crazy opening video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you to those of you guys who stuck around to the end of the video, whether you guys had us up in the background or if you guys were watching along the way. Let me know in the comments what you guys think like the value of this box was. I don't really know. I don't pay too much attention to it because, again, at the time of recording, this is pre-release weekend, so prices are a little volatile. I am going to look this one up. And to everyone in the comments that it's bothering that I'm handling this with my bare hands, I agree with you. Let me get a sleeve. Alrighty then, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Again, if you did enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to come back and see us, we're going to be opening up more Magic. We're going to be talking about decks, new sets that are coming out later in this year, and just in general having a lot of fun. But I had a great time today, and I hope you guys did as well. Comment down below what your favorite card was that we opened, and go out and have fun with Secrets of Strixhaven. It's a great set, and I'm really looking forward to playing more of it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.